Good morning, students. Today I teach 10th standard, second unit, second prose, The Night the Ghost Got In. It is written by James Grover Thurber. His life begins with 1894 and ends with 1961. He was an American cartoonist, author, humorist, journalist, playwright, and celebrated wit. He was best known for his cartoons and short stories published mainly in the New Yorker magazine, such as The Catbird Seat, and collected in his countless books. He was one of the most popular funny men of his time, as he celebrated the comic acts, aspiration, and unconvention of ordinary people. Numerous means countless. Humorous means funny man. Frustration means ex aspiration. Eccentricities means unconventional. Definition of all things always leads to absolute humorous. Read this lesson and enjoy the narrator's experience with his grandpa, who creates confusion and laughter with his imaginative stories. This is a story of one night in the author's house. These extracts are from a book by James Thurber's My Life and Hard Times. It is an autobiographical story. That means the author is writing about himself, but it's a fictional account. One of the central themes of the story is delusions. When the narrator hears footsteps in the downstairs, he immediately suspects that an intruder has broken into the family's home. His mother wakes up, becomes all excited, and alerts the neighbors, the barber, to call the police. This lesson clearly tells that too much of imagination will mislead the situation. Though the theme is trivial, the story provokes all elements of a horror drama. The ghost that got into her house on the night of November 17, 1915, raised such a hullabaloo of misunderstandings that I am sorry I didn't just let you keep on walking and go to bed. That means in 1915, November 17, the ghost entered the author's house and to make a commotion in his house. The author wouldn't allow the ghost to walk continuity, and he also didn't go to sleep. Its advent caused my ma to throw a shoe through a window of the house next door and ended up with my grandpa shooting a patrolman. I'm sorry, therefore, as I have said that I ever paid any attention to the footsteps. His ma woke up and needed to help to this neighborhood. My grandpa's misunderstanding to shoot the police. The author apologizes total wrong observation to the footsteps. Hullabaloo means commotion. Advent means arrival. Patrolman means police. They begin about a quarter past 1 o'clock in the morning. A rhythmic, quick, cadenced walking around the dining room table. My mother was asleep in one room upstairs, my brother Herman in another. Grandpa was in the attic, in the old walnut bed which, as you will remember, once fell on my paw. In early morning, 1 o'clock, in this dining room, had to make a one pulsing, fast intonation walking sound around the dining room table. His mom was sleeping in one room. In the upstairs, in another room, his bro Herman was sleeping. In loved his grandpa to take rest. That place the author couldn't forget because once upon a time the attic fell down to his paw. I had just stepped out of the bathroom and was busily rubbing myself with a towel. But I heard the steps. They were the steps of a man walking rapidly around the dining table downstairs. The place the author couldn't forget because once upon a time the attic fell on his paw. The author went out the restroom to make rub with towel. He heard one sound, somebody to walk here and there in the dining table downstairs. Rhythmic means pulsing. Cadenced means intonation. Attic means loft or garret. The light from the bathroom shone down the back steps, which dropped directly into the dining room. I could see the faint sign of plates on the plain trail. I couldn't see the table. The steps kept going round and round. The table at regular intervals about creed. The light from the bathroom shone down the back steps and in the kitchen plate rack. But for the dining table, he heard the footsteps going round and round the table. He heard steps upon one squawked sound. When it was trod upon, I supposed at first that it was my pa or my bro Roy, who had gone to Indian police, but were expected home at any time. I suspected next to that it was a burglar. I didn't enter my mind until later it was a ghost. First, he suspected him, Pa and Bro Roy had gone to Indian police because they expected home at any time. Then he suspected that person was a robber. The author good in mind. Later it was a ghost. Burglar means robber. After the walking had gone on for perhaps 3 minutes, I tiptoed to Herman's room. Pissed. I hissed in the dark, shaking him up. He said in the low, hopeless tone of a despondent beagle. After 3 minutes, he went to his bro's room with too quiet. He woke up his bro, too silent, and told the situation. First of all, he disheartened with detective mind. He always half suspected that something would get him in the night. I told him who I was. There's something downstairs, I said. He got up and followed me to the head of the back staircase. The steps had ceased. Herman looked at me in some alarm. I had only the bath towel around my waist. He wanted to go back to bed. I gripped his arm. His bro is one of the cowardly character that they explained full. Both are went towards in a step by step in the downstairs. The steps had ended. His bro Herman looked at him. The author wore one towel in the waist only. His bro needed to go to his room, but he held his bro's arm. His bro needed to go to his room, but he held his bro's arm. Tiptoed means too quiet. Despondent means disheartened. Beagle means detective. Cheesed means ended. Gripped means hold. Herman rushed to his room and slammed the door. I slammed shut the door at the stairs top and held my knee against it. There is something down there, I said. Instantly, the steps began again, circled the dining room table like a man running, and started up the stairs toward us, heavily two at a time. The light still shone palely down the stairs. We saw nothing coming, we only heard the steps. The author told there is something there. At the time, one sound made a man running and circling the dining table. At the same time, the footsteps forward to this place. Down the stairs, the light shone so dim. They had only sounds. They couldn't see who they were. Herman rushed to his room and slammed the door. I slammed shut the door at the stairs top and held my knee against it. His bro rushed to his room and banged the door. The author also banged the stairs door and clasped his knee against it. Slammed means banged. Pally means so dim. Rushed means hurried. Held means grasp. Remaining we have to see next class. Now thank you.